Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I can't believe I'm making another video about this. Like, I can't believe I'm making another video about this. I think this is the last one. Hopefully, the Sooz Kempner interaction with Doctor Who, the Doctor Who Doomsday Debacle is what I'm calling it, because it's weird. Okay, it's one thing to be able to do a really substandard piece of work, right? Which this was, from what I've seen, it's a completely substandard piece of work. It's another thing to then hide behind trans rights and politics to deflect any criticism. It's an entirely third thing altogether to then deny, the basic tenets of what trans rights are, which include gender affirming care, which includes I think the technical term, I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, is castration of women with balls and a cock and balls, whatever they're called, girls with cocks and balls, okay, obviously, and the sterilization and the amputation of healthy parts of their body of little boys who have vaginas, okay? I think I'm saying it right, okay? I think I'm saying it, and if you're on board, right, with the sterilization of if you're on board with gender affirming care, right, that's groovy, right? But if you are, and you make a truly stunningly awful piece of Doctor Who, that's probably not the best thing to hide behind to avoid criticism. That actually brings worse criticism to you. Anyway, so that's where we are with this. It's weird, okay? You know what I really want to be doing? Okay, look at it. I'll show you what I really want to be doing. Is this. My unboxing of season. This is like I want to do, right? I'm up for that. I'm still talking about this bull crap. This is ridiculous. I mean, I became the story. I got embroiled in it. When I just called out a bull crap, right? And I found myself, okay, I have a video coming out tomorrow on Friday. Well, that was the week that was. I'm reading an account of this story on, what website? Cosmic Book News, right? And I'm like, okay, let's give me another angle. It's quoting bloody me! It's quoting my, you're going to see it, it's quoting my tweets. Okay, you could have given me a plug, mate. But okay, well, it doesn't matter. So I became the story, which is weird, and just like the inability to take any form of accountability is just incredible. It's not incredible, it's what you come to expect, isn't it? Sadly, it is what you've come to expect. Anyway, so it's still going on. It's still going. I mean, I might have more videos on this tomorrow, and I hope not, okay? I hope not. I want to be done. Oh, as you can kind of see in this. Anyway, this was on my live stream last night. I'm live streaming pretty much every day right now. I'm chasing the Rumble algorithm, which has been pretty darn good for me, let me tell you. So I do like that, and I monetize on Rumble. I've been trying to be doing lots and lots of YouTube shorts because YouTube was promoting it. I just decided to say, look, I mean, there's always stuff you can make a short as a 1 minute video. There's always stuff you can find to like take the piss out of, have a laugh, information. I could make some, but I don't think I'm doing it today. I just don't think I'm going to do it today because I'm chasing at Rumble because it's much better for me. And like Stephen Crowder moving over to Rumble made a huge difference. I've seen it this week. It's made a massive difference, and I hope it does continue. It's looking like a real genuine YouTube replacement right now. I mean, again, I'm getting a quarter of the views on my live streams on YouTube than I am on Rumble. No, a fifth. Like, really, a tiny amount. It's like, it's the backup channel now. So, hopefully these things, but again, my channel on Rumble is tiny as well, like 150 subscribers. Go over there and subscribe, would you? That'd be very nice. That's my point. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are fantastic. Look in the video notes. You'll find my Substack, which I'm so behind on so many bloody things. Here, what was it? I'm trying to do a deep fake Colin Baker read millennial rights. I haven't had a bloody minute. I'm not even joking. And tomorrow, Friday, is the day where I try and have some off time so I can get some of this stuff done. A friend of mine's kid's getting married at 11 in the morning or 12 in the morning on Friday, and like Sabbath starts at 6:30. It's destroying my day. Oh, God, it's a nightmare. So I don't know when I'm going to get out, but please sign up for that anyway. I've already paid for like a month of the subscription to the deep fake service. So, you know, I mean, how long is it going to be before there's like some kind of like AI deep fake porn creation software that we can adapt to make our own Doctor Who, right? You know, it's like just weirdly, all the companions will be very sexy. Well, they already are. Wait a minute, if this makes itself, I mean, maybe you have to feed in a Doctor Who porn parody. They're all kind of skanky, aren't they? I don't know. I saw the cover once for a Next Generation, Star Trek Next Generation porn parody, and I was just like, ew. I went in the shower. It was so gross. It really, I don't know why. Maybe they didn't spend enough money on it, but I haven't put that much thought into it. Anyway, I digress. Sign up to my Substack. That's very good. Sign up on Rumble. Like, share, subscribe. All those things are very good. And this comes from my live stream last night. This was basically the only thing I spoke about on my live stream because it never freaking stops, okay? It never freaking stops. Well, hopefully it will. Let me hand over to me from last night. The more I know about this woman, the more, like, ew. Yeah, like, disingenuous ooh she is. Look at me being totally relatable to loser nerds. Ugh. Ooh, I hate nerds. Oh, yeah, hi. I'm totally relatable to you with my game controller. And this certainly isn't a shocking display of dripping disdain for the target market I want to fleece. I mean, like, fine, we are talking about Susan. It's just too big a story. By the way, do you like my heaving cleavage? I'm a feminist, by the way. I mean, like, yeah, everything about her is fake, right? This is how I interact with her on Twitter. Yeah, and like, why? Okay, please, advertisers, advertisers and businesses, do not hire political activists. Do not hire political activists. They don't care about your business. They will ruin your business and use it as a platform for their political activism. They will always put their political activism before your business, right? We've seen this time and time and time again. And now we got another one, right? Which I don't even think she's sincere about that. I think she's a straight white female who's pissing herself. So she's got to be all about trans rights. Otherwise, she's evil, right? And that's why I think it's also, I think Tom Taylor's like that as well at DC, who writes a gay Superman. Right? I mean, like, yeah, look, I get gay Superman, gay porn parody fan fiction. Yes, that's fine. I mean, really? Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. I mean, it'd be a big fantasy. Right. But, like, just gay Superman, not so much. It's like, And whenever they make a character gay, that's where the story ends because nothing bad can happen to them ever again, right? They can just protest injustice, right? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But don't hire political activists. It's bad for business, frankly. Like, whatever money capital you're sinking into this doomsday transmedia initiative is now lost money. You are not making a profit from it. It seemed like it was very low quality to start with, right? I mean, listen, it didn't start good, right? You had this awful trailer with Sooz Kempner, no idea what, like, she had no clue what was going on. You know, in terms of like, you know, it's like Donald Trump going to just buying the Guardian, right, and putting himself on it, Donald Trump Guardian, right? I don't see that going down well, right? Donald Trump's the Guardian, da da da, with the bestest paper, the bestest, most liberal paper ever. Yeah, I don't want to be braggadocious, but I'm the most Guardian. I want Donald Trump to buy the Guardian now. Oh my God, that'd be so funny. Can Donald Trump, please, Donald? The Guardian's worth piss. There's nobody but like there's no money in it. It's just like a little scam to give idiots, who don't want to work a living. No, you can buy that. God, sell a golf course or two. It's gotta be. It'll be so funny. Donald Trump's Guardian. Oh, yes. I would love to see that. And that, okay. So if you are a liberal person who doesn't think Sooz Kempner is a repugnant, awful human being, who she said, I'm not repugnant, awful. I mean, I feel, listen, all her comedy is about being single. And she just got, listen to it and just got to get, it's just, she's naturally, okay, she is witty, right? She's intelligent and she's witty, but she hasn't had to work hard enough at her craft, in my opinion, right? She hasn't had to, what we say in rabbinical ceremony, steig, like work at it, right? And you can tell because it's just flabby. And if I feel that she's using identity politics as a thing to, lean on, because she can, right? And it works. It does work, right? So, but yeah, I just find it completely disingenuous. So anyway, let's say you're a licensee. You paid money for your license, right? And you want to augment your return. So you have a Transmedia event. A Transmedia event essentially, it was invented with Shadows of the Empire, I believe. It was a Star Wars movie without a movie, right? So you had the comic book, you had the novel adaptation, you had the action figure. It was really cool, right? So the same sort of thing, but less so. It's Transmedia. So you're going to have like comics, novels, BBC Audio, and Big Finish, right? Essentially. But the story seems so like, I don't know who it was marketed for. It just seemed like shite. I mean, it seemed like it was like a Victoria Wood sketch of Doctor Who, right? It was that accurate. It was not. It didn't understand what it was doing, right? I understand that she was just reading a script, but boy, did she not like the criticism, right? Because it was shit. Okay, I mean, what do you want me to say? It was very poor. Right. And then she lost, just lost it. And this epic meltdown came after me. Right. I commented, we did the whole thing yesterday. That's what this video is about. I commented like, I think you're hiding my identity politics. What are you talking about? I didn't even mention identity. But you did. You put out the statement saying, because everyone's saying, oh, this trailer's cringe. It's cringe. Everybody said, oh, the trailer is cringe. Why? Because it was cringe. Anyway. And then you put out this thing saying, hi, I'm really into trans rights and politics. So, watch out for me. I hope I don't make you cringe. If I make you cringe, that's good then, because you're a bad person who will cringe at that. That seems to be tying together the word cringe, the overwhelming criticism of the piece of shit you were in, right, which made my balls retract into my body and start to weep. And I thought, I didn't know balls could weep, but they did. Or it might be testicular cancer. I don't know. One of the two. They're both bad. I know testicular cancer. That was a joke. No, nobody panic. And then so yeah, and so she was like, and then she said, "Oh, I didn't mean that at all." And the only time I'm wrong is when I'm judging people favorably. I said, okay, I took her on face value. So do you want to go on my channel? We can talk it out, right? She said, oh, absolutely fine. Yeah. Okay. See, here's what I think was going on with her, right? And we're going to see a little bit more. But here's what I think was going on with her. That she did this piece of shit Doctor Who, and she didn't give a shit it was a piece of shit. Because she thinks Doctor Who's a piece of shit, and she couldn't care less, right? I got a job in Doctor Who, couldn't give a shit about Doctor Who. And you don't have to give a shit about Doctor Who, but you have to do a good job, right? If you don't do a good job, you're going to be criticized, right? I don't think criticism is something that she's used to, right? I think she's of a protected class, right? She fights for trans rights, right? And she has a right politics, and she's a woman, right? So she's of a protected class, right? It strikes me as somebody who's had an easy ride. She's like, and then the nerds won't like it. Who cares? They're all misogynists. They said, yeah, Sooz, you go and dunk on them. She says, I'll dunk on them because they're stupid and I'm smart because I'm Sooz Kempner. Yeah, I'm going to dunk on the chuds. And this is what went on, right? She thought she was doing that. And then she had her ass handed to her again and again which looks fantastic in this outfit, let's be clear. And again, right? Had her ass handed to her over and over and over and over and over again, right? Because she wasn't being honest. She was being disingenuous. I told you, like, a lot of the humor is about being, which wasn't that fun, it's just sad, about being single and like, I've been single for years, and now her humor's moved in that she's engaged. I'm like, good for her, mazel tov. But it's like, you know, everybody lives the way they want to live, right? You live how you want to live. I have a theory, right, that I believe the Bible is a user manual for life given by God about how to have the happiest life, the most productive life, the most fulfilling life. And the way you do that is all the boring things, right? All the traditional things, all the things that are like, I don't want to marriage, fidelity, children, honesty, integrity, you know, shame, you know, just trying to think, humility, you know, all these things are good. An ability to be wrong, for example, it gives you power. Alan Moore spoke about trying to get him to endorse before Watchmen. I was like, no. And they offered like 3 million, right? And it was like, they were going to give Dave Gibbons 3 million as well. And Dave Gibbons was like, fuck Alan, I want the fucking money. Just didn't do it. And I was like, no. And he said, look, there is nothing as empowering as having the ability to turn down $3 million or however. And I was like, good for him. And it like comes from a working class background. I think he's not wealthy that way. And he says, look, there's always money trouble. It doesn't matter how much money you have, you're always going to have money trouble. And he's right. He's 100% right. So that's something the communists and socialists don't really understand. It never goes away. And they think it will in their idiot systems. Anyway, I digress. So she thought, I'm going to dunk, and they're not just chuds. I'm going to dunk on the misogynist, the white patriarchal, who can't move on. I'm going to dunk on, and she had her ass handed to her. And that's really essentially what happened to her. And it was embarrassing. And she really, really, like had her ass handed to her over and over and over and over and over and over again. Right, and it's still happening. I'm still people retweeting it. Yeah, it's great. It's it's just crazy. Look, it's still going on, man. More. Okay. I still see it happening on Twitter. Like, enough already. I was evaluating. Am I going to start reading it? No. But okay. But there is something I'm going to look. But it's still going. So anyway, let's say you're a licensee, right? And you put money into your Big Finish. You spent 40 grand on this box set, and you can't make 40 grand back, right? It looks shit before she opened her idiot mouth. Right, and then she opened her idiot mouth and attacked the fan base that she wants to buy to support this thing. Which threw them off even further, and just gave a bad feeling for this thing. They're not selling any now, right? That 40 grand they put into this, they're probably not seeing back, right? Because of you, Mrs. Kempner. But you showed the man, right? No, you didn't. Right. So don't hire political activists. They don't give a shit about your business. They just give a shit about their political activism, right? Don't hire political activists. So here, let's give you an example, right? And then we'll finally move on. Actually, we'll do the channel first. Let's have a look. They're just so sad. Like her denial of reality. Fine. It's very normal to DM me this, lads. Ha. By the way, when you write ha, it doesn't sound like you're winning. It sounds like you're like crying. Chibnall already ruined Doctor Who with his bad writings. Please don't ruin it with more of your poor acting. Please. What are you saying? Please twice. Okay, I'll quit the project. Fantastic. That, I mean, okay, sending that to you was a bit strange. I agree with you, right? You don't engage, right? People love Doctor Who. That's the thing you don't understand. You think it's stupid and you belittle it and you look down on it, right? Because you have a dislike of the unlike. And if you understood what I'm quoting now, you'll feel like a schmuck because it proves my point, right? You have a dislike of the unlike and it makes you look like a shitty person. It makes you look like a shitty person because I think you are a shitty person, right? It's not good. So I'm saying this isn't a good look, right? This isn't a way that you should be going. Just don't engage, right? So she posted on a thing, and then somebody who obviously supports her. I mean, Chimballs did nearly kill off the show, to be frank. But yeah, not normal thing to DM. Welcome to the Hooniverse. That was a perfectly nice response, right? That was like, I'm just informing you, right? Actually, no, factually, he did, right? That actually happened. He did nearly kill it. I mean, yes, everyone's on record as saying it. It's a, oh, we didn't know when to take over. I didn't know what was going to happen. I only heard about Russell Davis 24 hours before you did. Nobody knew. We didn't have anybody to hand over. Thank God Russell Davis came in. We didn't have any to hand over. You know, we said this many times. Like, we have it in all their own words. It is factual, right? If you don't know about it, then that's on you, right? But don't start wagging your idiot lips if you don't know about it, right? But no, Sooz has a wonderful combination of ignorance and confidence, right? A supreme combination of ignorance and confidence. No, he didn't. yeah, he did, and your laugh. It's not funny, right? It's not a zing. It's not a comeback. It's shit, right? Now, again, I think if you had worked more at your craft, you probably would have been better at this, but you haven't, right? I think you've had an easy ride because I think you're an entitled, privileged person. I think everything you do is projection, right? I think you're an entirely disingenuous person, right? That I really genuinely do. But anyway, so we know, okay, objectively wrong, couldn't give a shit. And so she gets schooled, right? Well, for me, he did. There are only 2 episodes I enjoy and felt truly who, both written by Maxine Alderson. The rest felt poorly written and plotted with no decent Doctor moments for poor Jodie. There's a reason BBC wanted the Rusty back. Popularity and success. Yeah, he was being perfectly polite to you. You silly... I mean, like, what the hell? Like, what? Why not be nice? I mean, have you thought about that? Look, here's the thing. You can either do what you want to do or be who you want to be. Right now, you're just being a bitter, vinegary cunt, right? And metaphorically, obviously. I just don't think, when you're a little girl, you dreamed of being a bitter, vinegary cunt, right? I don't think that happened, right? I don't think you're the person you want to be. And I think you cover that up to yourself by being bitter and vinegary, right? I mean, like, listen, there's a reason your life turned out so shitty, right? Be nice. Be smarter. Again, this is your client base you're just taking a piss on. I understand the idea of you having to it being a meritocracy and you actually have to earn your crust, right? I don't think it's something that you've considered before, right? And again, I'm not saying she's without talent. Clearly she is. Clearly witty, clearly intelligent. But like just so like head politics, oh, you know, it looks like mental illness, okay? And then I like butter, Vegemite, honey, and cheese. Everything, butter, Vegemite, honey, and cheese. I don't think that would be good. But would it? I don't know. I kind of want to try that. Okay? I kind of want to try that. I love all these folks saying he nearly killed Doctor Who when it was consistently the BBC's top 10 shows, which was also dying! Okay, that's like saying, you know, I've got the best cabin on the Titanic, right? It's the one that hasn't sunk yet. Motherfucker! Yes, it was one of its. Yes, it remained one of its top 10 shows, and it was dying along with the rest of the BBC. Yes, that's correct. That's how bad it was for the BBC, right? Why? Because Doctor Who was the flagship show in terms of content, in terms that it wasn't entertaining. It was a lecturing dour bore, right? Because, okay, essentially, this is what happened. People like Sooz said, oh my God, everyone's racist and sexist. And we said, no, we're not. No, you are! That's only what a racist and sexist would say, but also a non-racist and sexist. It doesn't matter! Doesn't matter! Must be racist and sexist. We must re-educate. It's not your fault you're racist and sexist. You just had your brain addled by Donald Trump and Nigel Farage. Oh, Fugazi. They did something to your poor mind and made you cray-cray. It wasn't us. It wasn't us that's crazy. You're right? No. Made you crazy. Do you remember when Donald Trump was president and we had like the best economy of our lives and world peace? Do you remember that? I wonder if that's connected. I don't know. Because look, I'm a bumpkin. I can't work that out. Let me think. Things got really good the minute he became president and just kept getting better. I mean, in terms of economy and world peace. I mean, yeah, what not? We had, you know, people like Sue screaming their head off nonstop for 4 years. That was irritating. I agree with you, right? That was a headache, okay? But we had money, right? We could afford plugs for our ears. Oh, God, we could roll up some you know, dollar bills or, you know, pound notes, shove them in, right? You know, because we had a lot of them, right? We had a lot of them back then, right? Oh, can you go 20? Why? I want to drown out a shrill cunt who's screaming. Oh, okay, here you go. Take it 50. There we go. I'll light it for you. Yeah. Why? It was the Trump years. We had money. Remember that? That was awesome. It was great just to be able to go out, right? Do you remember just being able to go out and it wasn't anything like, fuck me, I'm going to go to a movie, right? I don't care, it's a piece of shit. I'm going to see a Marvel movie. Why? Why did we go see Marvel movies? Because we had fucking money. That was right, and it didn't matter, right? You weren't thinking, oh, should I go to see this movie or that movie? I really can't afford to see both, right? Or am I keeping this streaming service, right? Do you remember when there was world peace, right? Do you remember that? Yeah, I wonder if that's connected. No, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? No. World peace and the best economy of our lives only happening during the Trump years and immediately evaporating as Biden becomes president. See, I'm simple, me. I'm like, bleh. That seems like it got a lot better and a lot worse, right? You know, so Christian or did kill. I mean, like, the BBC was going down, right? Oh, God. The lowest I got under Chibnall was in the teens from memory. What are you talking about? It got down to 1.2 or 1.4. It was like the lowest rating ever, right? It was, I think, 1.4. I mean, if you want to do the overnights, it went up to like 2.1, I think. But no, we'll do the live number. Thank you very much. It wasn't good, was it? It wasn't fucking good. Exactly. They were much worse. It's Tom Spilsby from Doctor Who magazine accidentally let the cat out of the bag. Right. So yeah. They always bring up ratings. They always bring up, objective scientific metrics. They always bring up facts, logic, and reason as if that matters because I have feelings. Oh, my feelings are so special. Oh, and Sue, you make my feelings feel so special. So you're special because your feelings and we're feelings that we're going to feel together. Oh, so much feelings. Oh, feelings. Wonderful feelings. But all races I don't know. Thanks to streaming and such. Oh, Netflix, who does it? Because no. Here's the thing. Stop making shit. Right? Did you notice the ratings go up the millisecond David Tennant appeared on screen? Right? Did you notice that? Like that. Right? You know why? Because the shit that was Jodie Whittaker was flushed away. Oh, even that awful music was on. Oh, fuck off, Jodie. Oh, God, she was awful. RTD is fucked off with this. I'm telling you now. RTD is fucked off with Doomsday. And it's just, I'm going to call it Doom, and it'll be Doomsday. Yeah, that'd be cool. The Chuds will love that. It's so demeaning, so patronizing. So then come on and say, yeah, he literally did. The only reason I stuck out was out of hope, but then lost faith in Chibnall and only stopped because Rusty Day was coming back. It's like, yeah, most fans, right? It's not just because he ruined Doctor Who. He's just a bad writer. His characters are planks of wood. His stories were dull. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Hey, he did it. Yes, he did. Ignorant cunt. Yes, he did. Right? His unpopular and poorly written era, which I'd say, somebody said this was incessant bullying. I mean, like, did anybody put a gun to his head? You fucking lie to everyone and you tell on Chris Chibnall. No, you did it out of arrogance and ignorance. Right? That's why. Arrogance and ignorance. Right? No other bloody reason. Hold on a second. I mean, it's and you had your ass handed, and you're having your ass handed to you now. You look like a schmuck. Right? So his unpopular and poorly written era, which was badly marketed, yeah, it was nothing good. And I repeat, very poorly written. Divided and diminished fandom, exactly. Caused nothing but arguments in those that were left and fucked over most of the mainstream guidance, I think, audience, after the marketing gimmick wore off. Yeah, I mean, like, again, and they call this incessant bullying, right? Like, no, you were wrong, and we're telling you you're wrong. This isn't bullying, right? Bullying isn't being told that you were wrong, right? I mean, okay, here, look at this. This thread's going on right now, right? Yeah, look at this, it's insane. This is literally crazy, right? Why is it legitimate to criticize her? You said the campaign you objected to. She was a very nice person who has a job. It seems like bullying to me. Sure, you're a fan, but you don't own the franchise. Okay, we will explain to you. That's the point. We didn't criticize her. We pointedly criticized the awful campaign. And she couldn't take that legitimate criticism. We still got half the tweet left. Oh, maybe we should have something. Okay, that's the point. We didn't criticize her. We pointedly criticized the awful campaign, and she couldn't take the criticism. Okay, she was paid, and anyway, well, this was But this was professional work, and she acted unprofessionally. I did write that. Unprofessionally alienating irrevocably damaging the campaign. Not that it was doing that well beforehand. There you go. Like, because okay, look here. I'll show you where this started from. So again, I said I assume that you wrote. I put when you wrote a post law politics and trans rights, you were saying that the criticism of the trailer was because of that. It was. That's what she was saying, right? That's 100% what she was saying. The criticism was because it wasn't a very good piece of Doctor Who related content. That's a huge leap in big assumptions, which I was correct at, so I reply. Well, it turned out I was completely correct. Look, what happened was she thought she could easily dunk on some Doctor Who nerd chuzz, got called out, and her Twitter ask suddenly handed to her. Then went on an epic meltdown. She didn't come out of this looking good. Despite incessant and childish bullying, it doesn't matter. She doesn't know about Doctor Who and she's an ignorant cunt. It does not matter. She retained her dignity and humor. How? What dignity and humor did she retain? Right? Exactly. There was no incessant bullying. She was the face of an embarrassingly bad marketing campaign, was legitimately criticized, and she went on the attack. She and was humiliating school by the people she so very clearly looks down on. Sorry, she wandered into a meritocracy. Why is it legitimate to criticize her? Because she put out a professional product, and I'm a critic. That's what. Maybe that gives it away. I'm a critic, right? I criticize. That's what critics do. I criticize Doctor Who specifically, and you're like, oh, I did Doctor Who. Well, what do you expect's going to happen? Yes, you do shit, I tell you. You don't own the franchise, no, but I'm allowed. It seems like bullying to me. You're a fat. You sure you're a fat? I mean, like, you're such. I mean, she's got her own pronouns. Hope, not hate. Oh, really? Well, fine. The Red Bull race or whatever. Trekkie. Okay. Idiot is who she is. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to the her being epically schooled, because, like, again, she can't let it go. She can't be wrong. No, that will be the end of the world as we know it, right? Even when she's verifiably, absolutely, quantifiably wrong in a way that we all know that she's wrong, right? It's like she was. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. What else we got here? Yes, he did. You trolling when you said. When did you start watching Doctor Who? He nearly did. Rusty David might save it. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's exactly. You yourself literally said you hate the show before 2019. Yes, he did, you tart. Well, I think that's a bit strong. I don't go for name calling, but okay. Actually did. It was reported recently the show practically was cancelled under Chibnall and survived by the skin of its teeth. It's probably why we got Rusty Davis and Tennant back in an effort to rescue the franchise. Well, given that Rusty Davis said you have me and Tennant back in an effort to rescue the franchise, probably yes, right? Yes, he did. There's always a cycle. I love previous Doctor Who. I'll never let myself love the new one because the previous one was my one and the only true one. Oh, wait. This one's cool. I love him. And the Chody did a great job in fixing the effed up script. Okay. But there wasn't... What? There wasn't enough? I can't tell if this guy's pro or anti, right? Now I'm just confused. I feel confused and angry. This must be what a Jodie Whittaker fan feels like. This is what Sooz feels like. Anyway. Oh my God. I think that's it. I think we're done with it, right? I think it's over. Maybe you saw that crazy bitch going off. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, mate. Bitches be crazy. Yeah, bitches be crazy. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.